Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Holiday Doc, and today we've got something a little bit different. You may be used to pro team matches where I do Astro listen-ins, but it's been quite some time since I've given a regular commentary where we're talking about issues that are surrounding the professional Call of Duty community. So there's a couple of different issues that I wanted to address today with some topics that I think you guys will be really interested in, and maybe open your eyes and kind of try and figure out as a whole what the hell is going on with our community, why we haven't had any sort of help from the development team, and when is MLG going to give us some definitive answers regarding our beloved pro scene. So to start things off, I want to just make sure you guys know that this is EnVy up against OpTic Gaming, the premier team, their main team. You know, we do also have OpTic Nation. They're still solidifying their roster from what I've heard, so we don't have well, I guess nobody's got a real set roster right now, that's for damn sure. But people are still flopping all over the place, and just to remind everybody, this still is the off season. We don't have any kind of plans in focus right now for what is that exactly going on here in the upcoming weeks. So hopefully we will find out, but just reminding, the off season people are going to switch teams. That's just how it is, and this is Call of Duty. Switching teams is what we do. So back on track. MLG has not announced any sort of definitive answers for us. They haven't said they're bringing Call of Duty back. They haven't said if it'll be Black Ops or Modern Warfare 3, and they haven't said if it's going to be online or if it's going to be at actual LAN events. What do we know for certain right now? That if COD does come back, it will 100% be on the Xbox. How does this benefit us? Well, the Xbox has a much larger fan base. More players can relate to it, more players have it, and it's a more competitive community all around. You know, the PlayStation is more casual gameplay, simply because, you know, you don't have to pay for the service, so you attract a lot more loose players that are just kind of getting online to just have some fun. What I would like to see happen if we do push to a season of Call of Duty on the Xbox is for MLG to get in contact with using the dashboard as an advertising source. A couple days before the events of the weekends, let's post on the dashboard, hey, do you love Call of Duty? Come check out the MLG coverage here this weekend. It's going to be great. This is where all the pros play. You might pick up something, you might learn something, and it's not pubs. It's a good way to kind of interact with the more casual viewer base on the Xbox. I think a lot of people view their dashboard. Obviously, you have to go to it. They put advertisements up there all the time. Why not utilize it for something that'll benefit us as a Call of Duty community as a whole? So, that's my take on that particular topic. But why hasn't MLG announced what they're even doing? You know, the idea got tossed around a little bit of going back to Black Ops. And this was kind of caused, I think, in part by well, not a large amount, but a few members of the Call of Duty community pro teams have expressed their dislike and their hatred for this Modern Warfare 3 game. One of the main reasons, or one of the arguing facts of this particular statement was the fact that some players just are not grasping the game as well as they played Black Ops. So they want to go back to a game where they were more successful and where they felt more comfortable in the setting. So I could feel that. You know, they're having a hard time with the game. They don't want to play the game that they don't like, so they push for a past game. But pushing for a past game, you're going to run into a lot of problems. Sponsors are not going to pay for teams to play an outdated game. They're not going to get the advertising sources that they need to pay to fund paying for a team to go out there. They're not going to get the views. They're not going to get anything that essentially advertisers need to be able to make money off of doing what they do. Modern Warfare 3 is where it's at. It's in the current. Sponsors and everything like that don't sponsor previous editions. It just doesn't work like that, and it's hard to get that point across, but I think some people are slowly understanding. But what are some other hurdles that are stopping us from moving ahead with an announcement? The major thing is we don't have support from the development team. 402 has stated from the beginning of the game release that LAN has always and will be a top priority for them to develop and get into the game before the MLG season is here. But what have we seen actually take place? A complete and utter lack of communication with the pro teams, or with the pro scene, sorry, and just an overall kind of beat around the bush kind of mentality from the development team altogether. Every time the question is asked, are we going to see these updates that are going to allow us to play this game on LAN? It's not really answered. And if it is answered, it's in a generic statement like, we're working our hardest to get the specific updates out to the public as soon as possible, but that's about as far as it goes. So that's not helping us at all. And what are some behind the scenes issues that may be stopping this, or at least slowing it down? Now keep in mind, this is my own conspiracy theory. So one of the main things that's kind of popped into my head lately is just how much more popular CodElite tournaments are getting. If you're unfamiliar with CodElite tournaments, you need to get on board with this. If you pay for the CodElite service, which is $50 a year, you can enter into the free entry tournaments that happen pretty much every night, where they give away iPads, headsets, cars, trips, everything you could think of. They put on the board to be taken for prizes. Now, all the tournaments right now are based in public room settings. They track your stats from 7 to 11 p.m. They give you 3 hours or a 4-hour window where they give you an objective, and the person who's got the most either flags or most kills or most defends or whatever wins said prize. And they do top 5 wins, or top 5 players win. They do top 3 players win. So they offer a variety. So with this getting more and more popular, and with the clan aspect of this coming out of development here shortly, what I think is actually going on is I want to say this, but I don't want to piss off too many people. I'll just ask that as a question. Is Call of Duty Elite, Beachhead Studios, and Infinity Ward, are they cock-blocking MLG to make their online clan competitive stuff more appealing? To gain more of a base of players and viewers? Think of it like this. They already have the Friday Night Fights, where they film at a studio 4v4 battles between certain teams, certain players, and they televise that on their system, their servers, and their online stuff, which, from the numbers I've seen, blow away anything that MLG COD has ever been able to accomplish. So why not, in the clan aspect, take that to the next level? This is what I think they're trying to do. I think they're trying to create a clan system that is going to appeal to the pro players, going to attract the more casual viewers into getting involved, and make a successful version of the PCOQ or PC or online qualifiers that we saw in Modern Warfare 2. And I really want to know your guys' take on that. Obviously it's a very, very out in the air theory, but I just can't think of anything else that would stop them from making a simple fix as to add the LAN service to the game. It's not that hard. Vandahar explained it in detail how long it took them, and it was not difficult at all. It was a quick fix, and they have the resources and the staff allocation to be able to do this. So why not? This is where it comes to you guys. Why don't you guys let me know what you think on this subject? Why isn't Infinity Ward on board with supporting the pro teams? They act like they do, or the pro scene. They act like they do, but their actions show differently. So, this is going to take me to the last part. Every Monday, we do a podcast on my own channel here, or the link will be down below, and it starts at about 9 p.m. Eastern. And we bring up topics talking about the professional COD scene, leagues, tournaments, things that are coming up, and current events. We're stated to have the head guy from CodElite come on the show tonight. Hopefully he's still available and is able to do so, because I'd love to ask him some questions, really pick his brain, and see what's going on. And this could offer us some amazing insight into what the heck is going on. You know, we could be blown away by what the game development team could offer us as a pro scene. You know, they have a lot of resources. They have the ability to broadcast to a much larger audience. So who knows? I think it's interesting, and I love talking about it with you guys. So I hope to see you guys tonight on Rage Quit Mondays on my channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to stop by my channel. And this was a close game, so I wanted to show it. And some people were really upset that I only showed the winning game from OpTic earlier. So this is a winning game from EnVy. So the series tied up 1-1. I'll throw in the tiebreaker map later on. So hope to see you guys later. My name is Holiday Doc. Thanks for tuning in.